This is Replicant Fish. Welcome back. Glad you could join me again. Ah yes, it is so good to be single, is it not? To live the single life. To not have to worry about anyone else. To not have to care about anyone else. That in itself can be a stress reliever. Not having to worry about anyone else. To begin, to say this, as I have said more than enough times, I don't hate women. It's not hate that I display, no. It's more understanding. It's more observations. Hating is ridiculous. It's the opposite of the love, if you will. It's still a strong and powerful emotion. I'd rather not have that either. Indifference is so much better because then you literally don't care. You're absolutely not bothered at all. Now, in a sense, you can say the opposite of love is indifference. In some ways, one can say so. Then fine, I am incredibly indifferent. I don't care. Very selfish. Now, that doesn't mean to bring harm or hurt to anyone. Not at all. That's ridiculous. If a woman is over there by herself living her life, that's no issue to me at all. I can still say, hello woman, how are you doing? If you're up for it, then understand one wants to bust and move. Bust and move. But it's not the sense of I want this to be my woman, that I need a woman, that I suffer in loneliness. Oh, poor fish. No. You see, when you have experienced loneliness in the sense of you have someone there, yet you still feel trapped because you can't express yourself fully and be who you want to be fully, that in itself is a prison. One of which you can feel extremely lonely in, even if there's someone there. Someone you're supposed to love and whom claims to love you.
Bullshit.
Thank you, Arnold. You see, I have a stoic point of view in terms of women. It's a point of view of, I see how they are. I observe and understand to a degree how they are. Thus, in the observation and understanding, I see that it's better to be by my damn self. Because all the problems, issues, and stresses that come with relationships and dating and marriage, I do not have. And for as cold and android-like and robotic, heart stored in fridge type way I may sound, it doesn't matter. Because to me, to the self, I feel good to me and the self. I enjoy my life. That's the difference. In other words, I would have to meet a woman that would make my life better than it is in being a single man. Now you see, yes, I am confident in knowing my stance makes sense to me because I've seen the other side and I know, my God, I never want to go back. I will leave them, women themselves, to you other men. The men that would fight for and die for them for no reason. Not in a war, just in general, just regular everyday things. Yeah, that's not me. I will never fight another man on this planet over a woman. Plain and simple. You see, in that situation, I will be the punk. I will be the supposed afraid one, the one in fear of this conflict. Yes, I will be that. I will be that vag, if you will. Yes, I will walk away. But I would do so proudly. I would not feel shame. No, I would understand. I am not the fool about to rough myself up, even dirty my clothes, break a sweat over someone I know is not mine. You see, the more men understand that it's just a turn you're having, that is not yours, that is when more things become clear. That is when one learns to let go. To stop holding on to a woman for dear life as if she's the greatest thing in the world. If she is, then many other women are so great as well. Women are women. They're not monsters. They're not goddesses either. They're just female human beings. When you learn to see them as such, it then makes a lot of things easier. Because you're not then making women out to be something more spectacular than they actually are. Indeed. Now yes, somewhat of a long intro. It wasn't really an intro, that was just probably half of the video. But I do have an article here to share with you. Similar, yes, to the ones I've shown before, but there is a grand picture I am painting through these articles. From DeccanHerald.com, lockdown more difficult for home alone single women. With no help at hand and increased financial stress, they are facing tough new challenges. It's always women suffering with these articles, as if men aren't in this same situation. It just seems as if many of us can handle it slightly better. Interesting. By Krupa Joseph. The lockdown is a hard time for everyone, but some groups struggle more than others. While men across the world are being lauded for taking on household responsibilities now, women continue to receive the short end of the stick. In families that have members that need to be taken care of, children, elderly, or the sick, caring labor falls more heavily on women. While this is the case for women in heterosexual relations, single women face many other struggles. You know, I'm trying to find articles on men struggling, aside from the job financial thing, but they're more difficult to find. Maybe it's because we know no one cares much. We're men. We're just supposed to brush it off, shrug it off, and carry on. Indeed, but that's what makes us stronger. We have no choice but to be. That's not funny, it's just stunning. Journalist and writer, let me try this. Srimoye Pukondu, if I've said that correctly, apologies if I haven't, who started an online community, Status Single. Sounds crap. Seriously, I'm joking. To create a sense of camaraderie among urban, middle-class, single women, says that the lockdown affects women much differently than it does men. I know, as I've been saying, it does. Many of us are okay. Too busy playing Biohazard in the Biohazard. Final Fantasy VII, redecorating our homes, and my studio, yes, will be finished soon. You know, as men, as single men, many of us have learnt to occupy our lives with other things, aside from women. And even the ones that still occasion women are just an aspect. It's just one small thing in the grand scale of their life. It's just a quick bust and move. The difference can be seen in the economic as well as the psychological front. She suggests, as per data from the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD, Indian women perform nearly 6 hours of unpaid care work daily. Indian men, on the other hand, spend less than an hour on average doing the same. Thanks to the lockdown, many women are walking the precarious tightrope of working at home while working from home. With children staying at home, their responsibilities have escalated, she says. I'm not sure why women, who predominantly get the custody vote of children, complain they have to take care of their children. That doesn't make sense. And even though there are single fathers in the lockdown, it's mostly single mothers complaining. Is that not interesting? I think it is. Now here is the juicy bit. These women are providers and have burnt through their savings during this lockdown. That's not surprising. That's not surprising at all. I have been getting calls and emails from many women who are dealing with job loss, zero appraisal or no work, and freelancers who have not been receiving payments. And many men are going through the exact same thing, except we understand to get on with it. We have no one to complain to. We have to get on with it. Apart from the disruption of their routine, many are unable to meet their therapists physically or get antidepressants and other medications. And as I've said before so many times, and some think I'm wrong for saying it, why is there such a high correlation of women and antidepressants worldwide? I thought in myself I kept coming across women who were just on some type of antidepressant. I thought it was me. I thought I kept attracting these women. Until I realized, no bro, as I've shown you before, 60 to 70% of women in general suffer with something. And yes, of course, men as well. But when you know that, and you then realize, bro, it's not you, you have a 60 to 70% chance of dating a woman who may be suffering with something. You see, when you know that, it then makes you question certain things. As in, why then would I want to pick a woman knowing the ratio is so high, which aren't available sans prescription, resulting in breakdowns and anxiety attacks, she explains. Now, as I've shown you, women both single and married or with boyfriends or in relationships, women on both ends of the spectrum right now in the lockdown, so many of them are struggling. It then makes you understand, my God, what then would make a woman happy? Women are complaining they don't have a man. Many women with a man are complaining about the man now that they're stuck with them continually, non-stop, lockdown 24/7. So my point is, as a single man who loves his single and free life, why the hell would I want to duct tape myself to a woman and hope for the best? That's not being insulting. That's not saying all women are bad. It's just saying that, my God, I can't be bothered. Literally, I can't be bothered. All the commitment, the extra effort, the things a man has to do to make a woman happy and keep her content, I can't be flipping bothered. Hell no. I save all of that for me. I make myself happy every single day. That is the point. Because I know I can do that. With another human being, with a woman. Good luck. Good luck. But I hope you're doing well. I hope as a man, you are taking good care of self. because that is important. Your hustle, your job, your career, your business, whatever as a man, that is important. Your thirst for that, for you and your life, should be infinitely more superior than your thirst for her, or her, or her, or that one over there. In other words, be defiant to the crap. Focus. Observe. Remember. The world is yours. Have a nice day.